Go check your freezer right now and look at the ice cream you bought. According to investigation by Eat This Not That and consumer advocacy groups, many of the most popular ice cream brands in America contain so many stabilizers, emulsifiers, and artificial ingredients that they barely qualify as ice cream. And here's the part that should make you question everything. According to a KSAT investigation in 2022, some major ice cream brands rank among those with the lowest quality ingredients in the category. We're talking about household names that have been trusted for generations, now using ingredient lists that read more like chemistry experiments than frozen dessert. But it gets worse. According to Mama Vashin's investigation into ice cream ingredients, some brands contain artificial food dyes that, according to Baylor Scott and White Health Research, have been linked to behavioral issues in children and other health concerns. The brand sitting in your freezer right now might not even legally qualify as ice cream, according to FDA standard. It might be frozen dairy dessert because it doesn't contain enough actual cream, and most people never notice because the packaging looks identical. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which brands are selling you artificial additives with a scoop of cream, and which 3 brands are actually making real ice cream the way it's supposed to be made. Primer. Here's what's really happening in the ice cream aisle, and it's a story of ingredient degradation that most consumers haven't noted. According to Eat This Not, that's analysis of ice cream nutrition and ingredient. The ice cream industry has shifted over decades from simple ingredient, cream, milk, sugar, egg, to complex formulations with stabilizers, emulsifiers, artificial flavors, and synthetic colors. And there's a legal distinction most people don't know about. According to FDA standards, to be called ice cream, a product must contain at least 10% milk fat and meet specific overrun air content requirement. Products that don't meet these standards must be labeled frozen dairy dessert, or similar term. But the packaging often looks so similar that consumers don't notice the difference. According to the KSAA investigation, some of the most popular brands have been reformulating their products over time, reducing actual cream content and adding cheaper stabilizers and fillers. The result is products that cost the same or more while containing lower quality ingredients. And according to Mama Vashin's investigation and Baylor Scott and White Health's research on artificial food dyes, many ice cream, especially those marketed to children with bright colors and candy mix-ins, contain synthetic dyes including red 40, yellow 5, and yellow 6. These dyes, according to the research, have been associated with hyperactivity and behavioral problems in some children, yet they're used purely for visual appeal with no flavor or nutritional purpose. The real consequence is this: families are paying premium prices for products labeled ice cream or positioned as treats, assuming they're getting cream, milk, and sugar, when they're actually getting industrial formulations with artificial colors, synthetic flavors, and stabilizers that serve manufacturing convenience rather than taste or nutrition. Let's expose the worst ice cream brands in America, starting from problematic and working our way to the ones with the most concerning ingredient profile. Brand number 7, Breyers. Most variety. This is the one that's been in American freezers for generations, often positioned as a family favorite and everyday ice cream option. It's sold at every major grocery store chain. The label suggests classic ice cream, family tradition, simple pleasure. But according to the KSAT investigation, Breyers ranks among ice cream brands with the lowest quality ingredients in the category. Here's the evidence. If you look closely at many Breyers cartons, they're labeled frozen dairy dessert rather than ice cream because they don't meet FDA standards for ice cream. According to analysis, Breyers reduced cream content and added ingredients like corn syrup, whey, and various stabilizers, including carob bean gum, gar gum, and carrageenan. The ingredient lists for many Breyers products, according to sources, include Terra gum, mono and diglycerides, and artificial flavors. What was once a simple ice cream brand has become a case study in how manufacturers reformulate products over time, replacing expensive ingredients, cream, with cheaper alternatives, stabilizers, and fillers, while maintaining similar packaging and price. So what is this? People buying Breyers thinking they're getting traditional ice cream are often getting frozen dairy dessert with a long list of additives. The brand recognition and nostalgic packaging obscure the fact that the product inside has fundamentally changed. Bottom line, read the label. If it says frozen dairy dessert instead of ice cream, you're not getting ice cream. Look for Breyers Natural Vanilla, which is still labeled as ice cream, or choose different brands entirely. But at least Breyers is cheap. The next brand charges premium prices for similar quality issue. Brand number 6, Turkey Hill, many flavors. This is the one positioned as premium yet affordable, often on sale at grocery stores, with a wide variety of flavors, including many with candy and cookie mix. The claim is premium ice cream, better ingredients, indulgent flavors. But according to Eat This Not That's analysis, many Turkey Hill flavors contain concerning levels of sugar, up to 30+ grams per serving, artificial flavors, and various stabilizers. The evidence shows that Turkey Hill products, according to the ingredient analysis, often include corn syrup, artificial flavors, mono and diglycerides, yar gum, carrageenan, and in flavored varieties, artificial colors. Some flavors, according to sources, contain multiple different stabilizers and emulsifiers in a single product. Here's the reality check. Turkey Hill markets itself as premium, but the ingredient lists tell a different story. According to Eat This Not That, some of the more indulgent flavors can pack 300+ calories per serving, which is often just half a cup, unrealistically small for how people actually serve ice cream, with 20+ grams of fat and 30+ grams of sugar. The real impact is that consumers see premium positioning and attractive pricing, assuming they're getting quality ingredients when they're actually getting industrial ice cream with extensive additive. The candy and cookie mix-ins often mask the base ice cream quality. Verdict: the premium marketing doesn't match the ingredient quality. Better options exist at similar or only slightly higher price point. And this brings us to brands where artificial additives become the primary concern. Brand number 5, Friendly's, especially flavors with artificial colors. This is the one associated with the restaurant chain, sold in grocery stores with familiar flavor names and bright, colorful packaging. It's often positioned as fun, nostalgic, family-friendly ice cream. The label suggests restaurant quality, classic flavors, family favorite. But according to Mama Vashin's investigation, Friendly's ice creams are among those containing artificial food dyes and extensive additive lists. The evidence is in the ingredient. According to sources, many Friendly's flavors contain artificial colors, including red 40, yellow 5, and yellow 6. According to Baylor Scott and White Health Research, these synthetic dyes have been associated with hyperactivity and behavioral issues in some children, yet they serve no purpose other than making ice cream look more visually appealing. Additionally, according to ingredient analysis, Friendly's products contain multiple stabilizers: carabine gum, guar gum, carrageenan, artificial flavors, and corn syrup. Some flavors, according to Mama Vashin's investigation, showed concerning ingredient profiles with numerous synthetic additives. So what is this? Parents buying Friendly's for kids because of the fun flavors, and restaurant nostalgia are giving them artificial dyes that research has linked to behavioral concern. The bright colors are achieved through synthetic chemicals that add zero flavor or nutritional value. Bottom line, if the ice cream is unnaturally bright colored, it contains artificial dyes. Choose brands using natural colors or avoid artificially colored varieties entirely. But at least Friendly's has the restaurant association. The next brand is pure marketing. Brand number 4, Halo Top, low-calorie, healthy ice cream. This is the one marketed as guilt-free, high-protein, low-calorie ice cream that you can eat an entire pint of. It's positioned in the health food section, or healthy frozen dessert area. The claim is high-protein, low-sugar, healthy indulgence, eat the whole pint. But according to Eat This Not That's analysis, Halo Top achieves its low-calorie profile through extensive use of sugar substitutes, fiber additives, aws, and stabilizers that create texture without using traditional ice cream ingredient. The evidence shows that Halo Top contains, according to ingredient lists, erythritol, a sugar alcohol, stevia, chicory root fiber, inulin, vegetable glycerin, and multiple gums and stabilizers. While this creates a low-calorie product, according to sources, many people experience digestive distress from the sugar alcohols and added fibers, especially when consuming a full pint as the marketing encourages. Here's the reality. Halo Top is engineered frozen dessert, not ice cream. According to analysis, it's formulated to hit specific macros: high protein, low sugar, low calorie, through industrial ingredients and additives. The healthy positioning obscures the fact that you're eating a highly processed product designed in a laboratory to gain nutritional metrics. The real impact is that health-conscious consumers choose Halo Top thinking they're making better choices, when when they're consuming more artificial sweeteners, sugar alcohols, and stabilizers than they would in a small serving of real ice cream. The digestive issues from eating a full pint of sugar alcohols aren't mentioned in the marketing. Verdict: low calorie doesn't mean healthy when achieved through extensive processing and synthetic sweetener. A small serving of real ice cream is more satisfying and doesn't come with digestive consequences. And now we're entering the top 3, the brands where ingredient quality is most compromised. Brand number 3, Edie's/Draker's, most variety. This is the brand sold as Edie's on the East Coast and Dreyer's on the West Coast, positioned as premium American ice cream with classic flavors and grand heritage. The label suggests premium quality, slow-churned, processed, rich, and creamy. But according to the KSAT investigation and ingredient analysis, many Edie's/Dreyer's varieties are labeled frozen dairy dessert rather than ice cream and contain extensive stabilizer and additive lists. The evidence is damning. According to sources, Edie's/Dreyer's products that don't meet ice cream standards include ingredients like corn syrup, whey, mono and diglyceride, cellulose gum, guar gum, carrageenan, carob bean gum, and artificial flavor. The slow-churned marketing emphasizes process while obscuring the ingredient degradation. According to Eat This Not That, even varieties still labeled as ice cream often contain concerning levels of sugar and saturated fat, with some flavors packing 20+ grams of fat and 25+ grams of sugar per small serving. So, what is this? Edie's/Dreyer's trades heavily on brand heritage and premium position, while many of their products can't legally be called ice cream. The slow-churned marketing creates a quality perception that the ingredient lists don't support. Bottom line, if you're paying premium prices for Edie's/Dreyer's, check if it's actually labeled ice cream or frozen dairy dessert. You might be paying ice cream prices for frozen dessert with extensive additive, but even Edie's/Dreyer's started as real ice cream. The next brand was engineered from the start to be cheap. Brand number 2, store brand/generic frozen dairy dessert. This is the cheapest option in the freezer aisle, often priced at $2 to $3 per container, sold under store brands at Walmart, Kroger, and other chains. It's positioned as a budget-friendly value option, family-size portion. The claim is affordability, value, same as name brands but cheaper. But according to analysis, these products are almost universally labeled frozen dairy dessert because they contain minimal actual cream, and the ingredient lists reveal why they're so cheap. The evidence shows that store-brand frozen dairy desserts contain, according to sources, the maximum allowable amounts of air, overrun, minimal milk fat, often just above the legal minimum to be called dairy, and extensive lists of stabilizers, emulsifiers, artificial flavors, and synthetic colors. Ingredients commonly include corn syrup, whey, multiple types of gums, mono and diglycerides, artificial vanilla flavor, and in colored varieties, red 40, yellow 5, blue 1. According to Eat This Not That, an ingredient analysis, these products are engineered to hit the lowest possible production while maintaining a texture and appearance that consumers will accept. Every ingredient choice prioritizes cheapness over quality. The real impact is that budget shoppers trying to provide treats for their families are buying products that barely qualify as dairy, contain extensive synthetic additive, and provide minimal actual cream or real ingredient. The low price reflects low ingredient quality, but the frozen dairy dessert designation is so similar to ice cream that many people don't notice the difference. In his verdict, the absolute cheapest ice cream is cheap for a reason. It contains the minimum dairy required by law and maximum additives allowed. If you can't afford better options, at least understand what you're actually buying. And now, we've reached the absolute worst. The brand that combines problematic ingredients with aggressive marketing to children. Brand number 1, artificially colored children's ice cream, character branded product. This is it, the absolute worst category in the ice cream. Ice cream products branded with children's characters, packaged with bright colors and cartoon imagery, containing artificial dyes and extensive additives, marketed directly to kids. The label suggests fun, kid-friendly, special treats, character excitement. But according to Mama Vashin's investigation and Baylor Scott and White research, these products often contain the highest levels of artificial colors. Red 40, yellow 5, yellow 6, blue 1, synthetic flavors, and stabilizers in the entire category. The evidence is comprehensive. According to sources, character-branded ice creams are specifically formulated to appeal to children through bright, unnatural colors, achieved with synthetic dyes that research has associated with hyperactivity and behavioral issues in some children. According to Baylor Scott and White Health, artificial food dyes have been linked to concerns including hyperactivity in children sensitive to these additives. According to Mamavation's investigation, these products often combine artificial colors with high sugar content, 25 to 30 plus grams per serving, artificial flavors, multiple stabilizers, and in some cases, candy or cookie pieces that add even more artificial ingredients. Here's what makes this the absolute worst. According to the research and analysis, food manufacturers are deliberately targeting children with products containing ingredients associated with behavioral concern. The cartoon characters, the bright colors, the packaging designed to create pester power. It's all calculated to make kids beg parents to buy products that contain synthetic dyes, serving no purpose other than visual appeal. What is generational and cynical? Companies know that artificial dyes have been flagged for concerns in research. They know natural alternatives exist: beet juice for red, turmeric for yellow, spirulina for blue. They choose synthetic dyes anyway because they're cheaper and more vibrant, and then market these products directly to the demographic most vulnerable to the potential effects: children. Bottom line, character-branded ice cream with artificial colors is the worst combination of problematic ingredients and predatory marketing. If you're buying these for your kids, you're paying for synthetic dyes, extensive additives, and character licensing fees while getting minimal actual ice cream. Safe picks, the three that are actually real. So, what should you actually buy if you want real ice cream made with quality ingredients? Let's talk about the 3 brands that consistently use real cream, minimal additives, and transparent ingredient lists. Pick number 1, Haagen-Dazs. Why it's safer. According to ingredient analysis, Haagen-Dazs uses simple, recognizable ingredient: cream, milk, sugar, eggs, and real vanilla. No artificial flavors, no synthetic colors, no extensive stabilizers. When you read a Haagen-Dazs ingredient label, you can pronounce every. Honest drawback: significantly more expensive, $5 to $7 per pint versus $3 to $4 for conventional brand. Smaller serving sizes due to richness, higher calorie and fat content per serving, because it's made with actual cream. Pick number 2, Tillamook. Why it's safer. According to sources, Tillamook ice cream is made with real cream from their own dairy cooperative, real vanilla, and minimal additives. The ingredient lists are short and recognizable. They use natural colors when colors are needed and avoid artificial flavor. Honest drawback: not available in all regions, primarily West Coast and select markets. Costs more than conventional brand. Limited flavor variety compared to brands with artificial flavoring capability. That's pick number 3, Ben & Jerry's. Why it's safer. According to ingredient analysis, Ben & Jerry's uses fair trade certified ingredients, real cream, and has committed to removing artificial flavors and synthetic colors from their products. While some flavors contain many ingredients due to mix-in, the base ice cream is made with quality dairy. Honest drawback: premium pricing, $5 to $6 per pint. Very high calorie and sugar content in indulgent flavors. Some flavors still contain processed mix-ins, cookies, candies, even if the base is high quality. These 3 brands cost noticeably more than conventional ice cream, but according to ingredient analysis, they're actually delivering what ice cream should be: cream, milk, sugar, and real flavorings. You're paying for actual ingredients rather than stabilizers and synthetic additives. Ace Outrow. Bottom line: many of America's most popular ice cream brands have degraded their ingredient quality over decades, replacing cream with stabilizers, real flavors with synthetic alternatives, and natural colors with artificial dye, all while maintaining or increasing prices and marketing themselves as premium products. According to the KSAT investigation, Mamavation's analysis, Eat This Not That's research, and Baylor Scott and White's examination of artificial dye, the worst brands combine minimal dairy content, hence frozen dairy dessert labeling, extensive synthetic additives, and artificial colors associated with behavioral concern, then market these products directly to children. The 3 brands that are actually making real ice cream, Haagen-Dazs, Tillamook, and Ben & Jerry's, cost more because they use actual cream, all real vanilla, and minimal additives. You're paying for ingredients, not for air and stabilizers. You don't have to eliminate conventional ice cream entirely entirely, but you should understand the difference between real ice cream and frozen dairy dessert with artificial colors and extensive additives. So here's my question. Which ice cream brand is in your freezer right now? And is it actually labeled ice cream or frozen dairy dessert? Comment and let me know. I'm genuinely curious how many people have been buying frozen dairy dessert without realizing. If this video changed how you read ice cream labels, hit subscribe. Tomorrow we're exposing yogurt brands pulling the same ingredient degradation trick. And trust me, the healthy ones are often the worst offenders. See you then.